Erik, can you go get Adolph in here?
Oh, my God. Yeah, he goes, we're really doing this. I said,
well,
yeah.
Is it okay?
Mm-hmm. Done.
All right.
Before he just left.
Oh, he left,
He
okay.
was arguing with me. He goes, I'm not going to go get him. You don't treat him like an asshole. You treat him like a person. Don't have any preconception notions and blah, blah. He was telling me. I was like, all right, fine.
I won't.
I'm letting it go.
I've got some nice questions. I don't have anything mean.
You know? I bet he doesn't really get called in for a lot of things.
I know.
Casually discuss. He probably gets a lot of hate mail.
Oh, poor.
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh.
He just popped back in. He said, are you ready? Yeah, stop.
It's like, here's Johnny. He comes out of the curtain.
Oh, my God.
So he's there?
Yeah, he's here.
Hello, Mr. Hitler. How are you doing?
He said, fine, thank you. Erik is telling him to sit down.
Okay. What does he look like, and how's his mood?
He's very stiff posture. There's nothing fluid about him. His eyes are really dark.
Okay.
It's kind of like his eyebrows are kind of sinking low, like his eye sockets don't have a lot of space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, but go on.
Sorry. droopy eyebrows. You know that skin above?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's just kind of looking out. I don't think I've seen him blink yet.
Wow. What is he wearing, a military uniform, or is he...
No. He's, it's dark, probably black. It's a suit, and he has a tie on underneath it with a really kind of high collar.
Okay.
But the jacket is buttoned up, and there's several buttons to it. It's not like a casual suit that we see today.
Okay.
He's shorter than I thought he would be.
Wow. Does he seem comfortable, relaxed, or?
No, he's sitting straight up in the chair.
Is he
very
anxious, nervous?
Are you, no. He told me no.
Oh, good. All right. Well, let's start with the questions then. Tell me about your childhood. Did it have anything to do with, the things that the atrocities? I'm sorry I had to say that you committed here on the earthly plane.
Every man's life's actions are based on how he was created.
Okay.
Oh, Erik goes, so is that a yes? And you know what's interesting? Erik is sitting on my side of the room.
Okay.
He's next to me. Commonly, he stands next to the person we're interviewing or sits right next to them, but I just noticed he's on the same side of the room as I am.
Why is that, Erik?
I almost feel like we're interrogating him.
Oh.
He said he didn't realize he did it.
Okay. So your childhood, were there things in your incidents in your childhood that caused you to do what you did?
He's saying that he has an accent.
Mm-hmm.
That he never had much consistency in his family. There was not a lot of beauty. To him, there was much disgrace within his family.
What do you mean? Skeletons in the closet, that sort of thing?
Oh, Erik and I giggled at that. He did not giggle. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this is true. Many lies in the family. He's telling me that he was displaced or misplaced
Okay.
within his family. Like, he wasn't raised by, like, two traditional parents. But the mother died, or the mother left.
Okay.
So he's showing me as a child he stopped having his mother. I can't tell if she died or he moved. He's not being really clear about it.
Okay.
And that he never felt that he belonged to anyone. So as he was growing up, he said he was very untethered. He didn't feel like he had a family to lean on, a religion to lean on, nor a country to feel a part of. So he helped create that for himself.
Ah. Was that the only reason you did what you did? Or was there some sort of spiritual mission or contract?
Spiritual contract.
Okay, can you elaborate on that? How it was supposed to help, or what the effect of what your contract was about?
It is unfortunate. He's got these dramatic pauses. That the world requires conflict for mass amounts of joy.
What?
You heard it.
I don't understand it, though. They need a lot of conflict. They need conflict in order to have massive amounts of joy?
This is the role I played. This is not the being I truly am. He's talking about unzipping out of the identity that we perceive him as. So he may discuss this life as if it were third party.
Okay. We can do that. Anything that makes you more comfortable. All right, so you as Adolf Hitler, your life is Adolph, which you are not. You're not that personality anymore. I understand that. What was the effect of that spiritual mission?
It's kind of weird to look at. I'm glad I'm not alone in the room. Erik keeps cutting his eyes at me like, what? But now there are two images of Hitler in the room. There's the gentleman in the dark suit sitting down. When he was talking about unzipping, he kind of stepped out of himself. The gentleman that's standing next to him, I know is Hitler, though, I don't know, he looks lighter.
Okay.
Like, he has soft features. The way he's standing is soft. His posture's not strong. He's not as groomed to a T. So he has more casual. He is wearing a suit, but the suit is open. He's pointing to the Hitler sitting down, and he's saying, this is the man that you wish to discuss. This is the role that I played on Earth. This is what you wish to discuss, though it is so hard to have a conversation through him, because all of the confusion, hatred, the thoughts from all over the world that is placed on his name. He said, I am not sad about this. The people have a right to be angry. They have a right to feel, though I do not regret the role and the contract that I played for the world. This war that... Sorry, I paused.
Okay.
That was me. That wasn't him. it was just weird to hear him say, this war that I created. Like, he totally took it on as a personal thing. He didn't say we. He's not talking about countries. I asked him to back up. He's being really kind to me.
Good.
The one standing. The one sitting still just, I swear to God, I don't think that one has blinked. It's just very straight up. And he says, this war that I created has given our history a focus and an example of what to avoid and what to not create. I don't have regrets because of how the world was shaped after it. It made changes that every culture needed to create for themselves, but didn't have the fight or the struggle to make it so. I gave them the fight and the struggle. I knew what I needed to do before I was born and why I came, and I will take that responsibility. I will never veer from it.
All right, so what was the effect? Was what you did meant to create more peace in the world, or?
He just totally interrupted you. He gave respect to beliefs, to religions. It gave culture a way to bond. It gave society a structure to grow and consider people as having rights.
Okay.
It helped hand-feed humanity to get where it is today.
Okay. Now, so that was what you were here to teach? Is that, or were you here to teach something else? Okay. What about to learn? Were you here to learn anything?
He's telling me he was here to learn a lot of pain.
And why would that be necessary?
Because of who I am on this side, I've never had pain. It takes a strong soul to come through to create such chaos. It is a misconception to believe that only evil can create evil on earth.
Yeah. Okay. So you said you didn't have any regrets. Is that, you didn't have any regrets about creating the war? Do you have any other regrets?
I know very much. Oh, that's kind of like translated a little weird. Okay, yeah. I know very much people would want me to say how I regret the suffering and the death of so many people's lives.
Did you overdo it? Do you think you overstepped the boundaries?
Oh my God. I hear no.
Okay.
He says this is what he was supposed to come in to do.
Okay. Did you receive any help from your guides in order to create such a mass effect on the world?
Yes.
All right. Now, what was your secret? How did you accomplish this war? How did you create it? How did you create these? How were you able to convince the masses, etc., to make this all happen?
Oh, shit. Am I going to say that? Oh, my God. No. I don't want to be in that. Can I type that out to you?
Sure. Well, why? Just go ahead and say it. Come on.
Lisa, I would never Erik. Hold on, sorry. I didn't mean to make so much quietness.
No, I don't care.
How did Jesus get so many followers? What did he do?
Oh, okay. And what did he do?
It is a charisma. It is an attraction to the person and to the strength of that person's beliefs. It is the ideology of feeling safe and guided and taught. I provided a role that I could take care of this country, of these people, that through this war I would give them the greatness that they seeked. And I found people who would help me. I had thousands doing my bidding, and by choice, not by force. This is what so many people forget.
Okay. Did you have any sort of disease, mental or physical, that made you the way you, that created some of your actions? Yeah.
Egocentric.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying.
I was going to say crazy, made you so crazy, but that's not exactly what I mean, and it's disrespectful, but that's, you know.
He says, I believe any man who's accepted a role of power lets it go to his head, and if we want to consider that mental illness,
okay,
then so be it. But no, if we ask him technically, no.
Okay. Now, when you crossed over, what was your life review like? And did you have any epiphanies or realizations?
He's telling me he remembers being afraid of death. He said this, he's not ashamed to say out loud. Did he really? Erik looked at me and said he shot himself.
Yep.
I thought he got shot.
No, he shot himself. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Erik looks at me and goes, nope.
Wow.
Erik points at Hitler and points at himself. He says, we're in a club.
Oh, no. Oh, Erik.
I was like, no, no, I don't think you should
That is
do
not
that.
a good club to be in.
He goes, for different reasons. Hitler said that he did not want to be imprisoned. He didn't want to suffer. That he himself was terrified of that, and that it kept him awake at night.
You mean obviously while he was alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So he says after he died, he just remembers darkness for what he thinks is for a long time. Probably many Earth years. He says, I believed it was necessary for me to help forgive myself and heal myself for the contract I agreed to.
But eventually you had your life review, right?
No.
You did not have a life review?
He did not.
Wow, interesting. When you woke up and you reflected on your contract, did you have any epiphanies? Any realizations?
He says those years in darkness, that's what helped me identify my contract and heal myself.
Okay, I got you.
I played this role for the greater cause of humanity. I did not choose this role and develop this role for self-centering needs.
Okay, interesting. Now, can you share a life that influenced your last one as Adolf Hitler?
No.
Why you won't? You refuse to, or?
I don't really think there's a life. Can I share what I think it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, just from how he's talking and what he shows me?
Mm-hmm, sure.
I don't feel like Hitler's spirit is kind of in the mix of things like kind of the average human. You know, we reincarnate, we grow, we shift. It's more of like, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Yeah, more of like angelic energy.
Wow.
I know.
Is he an archangel? Well, you know,
No, and I don't believe that he's really an angel either, but when I hear angels talk to me about being on Earth, they don't take place in this reincarnation back-to-back or this growth thing or this doing many lives. Mm-hmm. They have really specific reasons to be on Earth. And so to have, because when you talk about a past life, she couldn't show me really anything. I don't feel like this is his one and only life on Earth, but I feel like it's such a unique contract, seed, you know, this gathering of purpose, that there really wasn't an inflection, or it wasn't really based on any other kind of character or purpose or development.
Oh, I see. I understand. What would the world have been like if you did not do the things you had done?
Still much separation with races and cultures.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh my God, he just smiled. He says, I'd like to think I had influence on the industrial area. And he smiled. You could tell that was something he took pride in.
Well, he did.
Design and factory and metals and... He's proud of that. But, you know, when he talked about the war and everything, there was no smiling and no pride behind it. It was designed. It was a contract.
It was just something he had to do, but wasn't proud of. Were you ashamed of it?
He said, I cannot be. I did what I was meant to do.
I see. And do you have any messages for humanity at all? Any advice or messages?
We are in a world today that if you feel strong about your belief, you must stand up as an individual and make it heard. But it is very important to know what needs to be heard. Yeah, your translation is backwards again there. So we're talking to him about how he just translated that. Because he's saying what needs to be heard must be based on the whole. Like, he's giving much imagery with it. So basically, if you believe in something, don't follow somebody else's ideas. Stand up for your own ideas. But the only way that you know those ideas are valuable is if it's helping the whole or the entirety. Be it the family unit you're in, the company that you're in, the state, the government, the nation, the world. It's got to be a united front, not a single front.
Okay. Now, how would you envision the perfect world to be?
He said, where there is no hatred.
Will we ever have it?
I see that we are getting close, and I know that the world can sustain it.
Okay.
So will we ever have it? Erik is asking it again. He said, for this, I don't know.
Okay. Now, Erik, what question do you have?
Erik says, I want to ask one thing. He goes, when you came out of that darkness, did you just look at yourself and say, that was some fucked up shit? And believe it or not, that got the second smile out of him.
And?
He's pausing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. The quietness again. He says, Adolph says, I know where you are coming from. I understand where you're coming from. But that life to me was no surprise. I was designed for it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Jamie, do you have any questions?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Thank you so much. We've learned a lot from you, Adolph, and see you as a different man. I hope that helps you.
He says, thank you. He says, for you to have a good day.
You too.
And he says, goodbye.
Bye.
And the one sitting down stands up, straightens his pants, walks straight out, doesn't say goodbye to me, doesn't acknowledge me, nothing. And the other Adolph, who's standing more casually, waves. And the one standing kind of had like a tan suit on.
Okay.
You know, it was like, it was weird.
That's interesting. Wow.
It's almost like the world has created so much thought and description of who Adolph should be, even in spirit, that he can't come out from that design, that container, from what the masses of thoughts and emotions have put on him. So it's almost like he's divided himself so that one image can live, so people can put their hatred in a place or that healing or whatever they're doing in that one location, and he can kind of still be himself and house that, because he's definitely, like you said, he's not backing away from any of it.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay. That's a really good interview. We'll see what kind of response that gets on the blog.
Holy shit. Can you, I just about fell out of my chair when you asked him, I can't even remember the question. And
about about him being like Jesus or something. How did he...
I looked at Erik. Erik's like, holy shit. I was like, I'm not saying it. And he goes, fucking say it. Come on.
You got
He told me I was being a P-U-S-S-Y. And that's when I asked, can I write it down?
Oh, no. No, you can say it. And it's going to go on the blog, so no editing here.